Jack Dorsey was a piece of human garbage. This guy is what the garbage sits on. This guy is way worse than old Jack Dorsey, the caliphate starter in the desert. That long-beard son of a bitch. This guy is worse. Because, well, we have documents, we have receipts of what this guy is and what he's said. Now, he basically, well, Twitter has basically backtracked and said, I didn't mean that. He was taken out of context. No. If you want to see that tweet, you can find it. It's available for consumption. But this guy, within the first day, basically, according to the National File, it basically says, Twitter bans sharing images, videos of private individuals one day after CEO takes over. The new rules specifically state that activists, dissidents, and members of minority communities need to be protected. So, if I get this is headline before I read into the story. If I get this straight, is that someone could point a camera in my face, call me a racist, and then put it on Twitter, and that's fine. The news media can do the same thing. That's fine. But if I were to go to rebut this person's claim that I happen to be a racist, according to him, allegedly, of course, then no, I get taken off, or I get booted. Thank God I'm not on Twitter anymore. On Monday, Jack Dorsey stepped down. It was discovered that Agrawal had previously claimed that Twitter should not focus on free speech. Follows a source-funded anti-free speech organization has liked tweets that compare conservatives to ISIS, suggest people give money to BLM, rioters, and liken COVID arguments to a religious war. There you go. Jack Dorsey 2.0. It's actually worse. The whole saying, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, basically applies here. Only a day later, Twitter announced extremely strict news censorship rules. The big tech platform announced that they were expanding their private information policy designed to stop people from being doxxed on Twitter to also include photos and videos that are posted of private individuals without their consent. But the news media can do that. They can film people all around, but they're not getting some person that walks out of an ice cream shop their consent. Are they going to get it? Oh, that doesn't apply. Oh, because they're news media. But you're not there, Laszlo. Even if you were on Twitter, you won't be able to say what you want and post whatever videos you want. You see how the rub is. Unsurprisingly, the immediate reaction to the news was shock and dismay from many people who were concerned that Twitter would use their new private individual media rule to enforce radical left-wing agenda, which they are and will continue, including shutting down tweets from conservative outlets, which they continue to this day, who are performing investigative journalism, or to stop people from sharing footage of violent BLM or Antifa protests, which they apparently will stop now. In fact, the blog from Twitter Safety seemed to confirm this bias in their agenda, writing that the misuse of private media can affect everyone, but can have a disproportionate effect on women's activists, dissidents, and members of the minority communities, and that may not shut down images or videos if mainstream traditional media was covering the story with the relevant media. There you go, folks. If you're not a Twitter blue mark verified checky, then you can post whatever. If you're not going to be able to post anything. If you are, you can post whatever you want because you've been verified. Some people are more equal than you. You see the rub? You see the grift here? Jack Dorsey 2.0, this son of a bitch. Holy crap. And from Count Dankula. This policy is not applicable to media featuring public figures or individuals when media and accompanying tweet text are shared in the public interest or add value to the public discourse. And old Count Dankula states, guess who gets to decide whether or not it is in the public interest? Twitter. Twitter gets to decide. My private platform! Twitter gets to decide. And if you post left-wing bullshit, you get carte blanche. However, if you're on the right side of the political spectrum, well, if you thought Twitter was bad now under Jack Dorsey 1.0, well, you got Jack Dorsey 2.0 saying that you just can't post anything you want. You can't even comment on anything. But if the news media and the traditional media decide to, or a blue check mark authority decides you're in the way, they can dox and post you under public interest. You're done. You're hosed. You're doxed. But you can't do it to them. Why? Because some people are more equal than others. And you definitely are not equal to them.